Today's reading is 1 Corinthians chapters 15 through 16. Now, Paul writes the most important chapter on the resurrection of Jesus in the entire New Testament right here in chapter 15. Because everything stands or falls on this one truth that Jesus rose from the dead. Paul says if Christ has not been raised from the dead, then preaching is empty, faith is empty, and hope is empty. So no resurrection means no forgiveness. No resurrection means no victory. No resurrection means death wins. And Paul refuses to leave room for any doubt. So he names eyewitnesses. He lists the apostles. He includes more than 500 people at once. And then he adds himself. One by one, they all seen Jesus alive. This was not the message for one Sunday a year like Easter. It was the central message of the church every day. Jesus is alive. So if you go back to the book of Acts, they didn't preach self-motivation or self-care. They didn't preach success and prosperity. They definitely didn't preach comfort. They preached one thing. Jesus Christ was dead and is now alive. And so the empty tomb is not an Easter declaration. It is the foundation, the cornerstone of the Christian gospel. Because if Christ is alive, then sin is beaten. And if Christ is alive, then death is only temporary. And if Christ is alive, then our hope is real. And so the resurrection is not just something you believe, it is something that you live from. Because if Christ rose from the dead, then despair has an expiration date. So preach the resurrection, talk about the resurrection, and live like the resurrection is real. Because Jesus is not in a grave. He is reigning right now. And that changes everything.